Amritavani, Srila Gurudev, Srimad Bhakti-Yoga Buddha Goswami Maharaj Ki. One devotee asked this question. Let's say that you have Sakhya Bhava. Sakhya Bhava means you have a relationship of like friend, Dharma, Sudama, like this. Relationship as a friend to Krishna. In your Swarupa means this is may be your eternal form, your friend of Krishna. This is already there, but now it is covered. But, so I again repeat, let's say that you have Sakhya Bhava in your Swarupa, but is for Vaikuntha. But it is for Vaikuntha. It is of an Aishwarya nature. Aishwarya, everybody knows? And Sakhya means I'm a friend. I'm on the same level, like friend, very intimate. Aishwarya means I have a relation like in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means there is Lakshmi, Narayan, Vishnu, unlimited forms of Vishnu. There, Vishnu is the Supreme Lord. So also they behave like, he's very great. He's my Supreme Lord. He's the God. And they have this relationship to him. Like in Puri, we saw this. Many worshipping their Lord in the mood of Aishwarya, giving great respect. No intimate relation is there. There is with like Aishwarya. So Srila Gurudev says on this, he's explaining it. Sakhya Rasam for Vaikuntha or for Goloka is different. For example, Arjuna is in Vaikuntha Sakhyam. Even he was here in the time of Krishna. But his relation was this friendship, a friendship like Vaikuntha. He is great. Because once when he realized that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, he become, his relation changed. He gave respect and he feels like he is Supreme Lord. For example, Arjuna is in Vaikuntha Sakhyam. This is called reverential Sakhyam. Confidential Sakhyam in Mathurya Sakhyam. And this is only for Golokas devotees. So the friendship of Arjuna and the friendship of Sudam or Tam or Madhumangal or Sitam, all his boyfriends, this is very confidential. It is much more close. they do not recognize him as God. They recognize him, he's my best friend, my beloved friend. I do everything for him. It's based on very intimate, on a very intimate level. So confident Shakyam is in Mathurya Shakyam, and this is only for Golokas devotee, means Goloka Vrindavan. So unlimited planets in the transcendental plane are there. Vaikunta, there's Yodhya, there's so many different forms and different relations the devotees have. And the Mathurya Shakyam is the most intimate. So the devotee asks another question. Are you saying, Maharaj, that if somebody has this Vaikunta Shakyam, he receives the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, he can upgrade that? He can become a Mathurya Shakyam? So this is the question, if he has this relation as Vaikunta, with respect, with distance. Can he upgrade to the mercy of Lord Chaitanya to come on the more intimate plane? Srila Gurudev said that you cannot imagine. You have no right to imagine it or discuss it. You have no right. Do you think that if Narada comes in contact with the Shringa Rasam, he will think it's superior to his own rasa? Not. This we have to understand. Because everybody is perfectly situated. Like Hanuman. And he never hankers for Mathurya Rasam or for the intimate. He considers himself as the servant of the Lord. He's the authority of all those on this level, Hanuman. And the same way, there are different devotees who are the authorities on the confidential and also on the Vaikunta, on the lower. You have no right. Do you think that if Narada comes in contact with the Shringam Rasa, means the highest, he will think it's superior to his own rasa? Surely not. Then the devotee asks, but there's pastimes in which Narada comes to Braja and does tapasya to get the Gopideya, because he's attracted to the Mathurya of the Ras Lila. He wants to leave his Swarup to get Gopideya for serving in Braja. That's foolishness. Maharaj says, Gurudev says, definitely we should understand it only when we come to that stage. So we should not speculate about these things. We do not understand. What is Narada Muni? Narada Muni is a position. Because we want to know everything from top to bottom. But for acquiring this knowledge, we must cultivate bhakti. And bhakti must give you that achievement. You must develop it gradually. You should not discuss about Dasya Rasam or Shakya Rasam. If somebody has no taste for any rasam, how can he know about it? With other words, he tells this, and you have no idea about rasam. Because if you have an understanding, then you will automatically know. If you have attained your position, your relation. Suppose you have a little bhakti, you have a little tendency towards devotion, but the others do not possess any bhakti at all. They have never come to the margin of bhakti. Therefore, they must cultivate bhakti, they must control all their anarthas. Anarthas we know. Unwanted desires, unwanted things what happen in our life. We must control. Only at that point they may talk about these topics. Then you can say who is who. But to whom? Only to a realized soul who is on the margin of bhakti. Only they can discuss. Tadastha hana vicharile ajitaradama. Tadastha means that you should give up this material consciousness and into spiritual consciousness. The marginal line between spiritual and material consciousness is called data. If you come to that data, means the marginal line between spiritual and material consciousness, you have to cross. It is Viraja river, it's called. When we want to enter the transcendental plane, there is something like a river. It's not, don't think, compared with our river here or Ganga or whatever. It is a transcendental. There we are transformed from the material conscious to the spiritual. If you come to that data, if any of your associates come to that data, then you may discuss about these topics. So this should not be discussed at all now. And nowadays, unfortunately, they speak all about this, all kind of relations, but have not understood, not realized, speculating.
Have contra effect, this is just dividing groups, these groups.
Yes. They're favorable, yeah, to make parties, you know. Even in our temple, so many years I experienced this, you know. That's because we got troubles also sometimes. They make a party, now this is not my... And then they say, and the others, they follow him, and then they went out. Now they are married, or they are doing, they have no part now. They have all kind of gurus. And they choose what is just right for them. So this should not be discussed at all now. It will become clear through bhajan. Now your topic of discussion should be on how to control all your anarthas. This is our level where we should work on. How to get rid of all our bad qualities. You have to hear about this and practice it. That is wanted. But though one may have vanquished his anarthas and he is pure, he cannot actually proclaim that. He cannot actually proclaim that. A devotee who is really practicing will never say, I am the master of all anarthas. I have controlled all of them. I am at the stage of Nishta or Ruchi. Nobody can say that. Not real devotees. They will never say, I have attained. They will always think about themselves, I do not know anything. As soon as you are thinking, I have attained this level, you are live in the material world. Aparada sahasya bhadanam bodhidam bhima bhavanana bodhari agati sharanagatam hari kripa kevalam atma satguru. In the Shishtotta Ratnam, it is said, rather he is always saying that I am doing thousands of aparadam, sir. He thinks always like this. I am committing offense, aparadam, all the time. I have fallen into this ocean. How can I cross over this ocean? He will be thinking like that. Now, you want to discuss topics which are beyond our conceptions. But this cannot be discussed. If you don't come to that stage, you cannot distinguish if somebody is a Dasya Bhakta or a Sakya Bhakta. It is not necessary for us to know it now. Srimad Bhagavatam is said, Vayam dvitya viniveshatasya ishatapatasya viparyayo smritihi tanmaya yato buddha avajettam bhaktyai guru devadatma. In the beginning of bhakti it is said, why do you have fear? Because you are far away from Bhagavan, your Lord. It means that you are not facing the Lord, but you are facing towards Maya. Vayam ditya vinivishatasya ishadapatasya viparyayo smriti. Not only he is far away from Bhagavan, but he quite opposite to him. He thinks I am a man, but actually he is not a man. He thinks I am a Purusha, but actually he is a Stri. Stri means female, yeah. Purusha means the Lord. He thinks he belongs to some caste, creed, or relation. But these considerations are Maya's conception, because we are influenced by Maya, by illusion. Now we should see how to cross over this Maya. How do this? And for that everything has been written. Adho shata yatha sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha must tell you. And you have to practice sadhana. And you want the easiest sadhana through which you can be able to conquer Maya. But if you go to these subjects prematurely, when actually you don't have the proper faith, at the end you will think all these things have no value. They are running out afterwards.
Guru Maharaj is full of experience. He knows how things are working.
Yes, so automatically it comes, all these things. We have to go through these things, all of us. One person may struggle hard to know these subjects, but actually he cannot know them. If he knows, it means that he is practicing the ascending process, which is jnanam. So theoretical knowledge, jnanam, knowledge. But bhakti is surrender, always surrender. Bhakti means to get the blessings of Guru, Vaishnavas and Hari. Only then you will come up. There's no question of understanding. The Jnanis are saying, you must know yourself. But they are stupid. They cannot know themselves. They are under the influence of Maya. They are in darkness. How can you see? How can you understand? You are ignorant, agyanam, andhakaram. You're covered by darkness. How can you say that you can know yourself or the others by empiric knowledge? But in the practical, the sadhu are saying, no sir, you cannot do that. You must take the help of a guru. Tasmat gurum prapathyate jigyasu shreya uttamam saptiparena nishnatam brahmani upasam ashrayam. Bhagavatam saying, you must go to a guru and the guru will dispel all his agyanam, ignorance. He will teach him, and this fellow will surrender to him and will follow strictly the rules and regulations. Nowadays it's modern to accept the guru, but I like a little bit from this, but I like a little bit from the other also, and a little bit from them. And then you make khichdi. And then you think you know. So we must follow without fail, then the Guru will bless him. Through these blessings, the disciple will proceed and there will be progress in spiritual life. But even if a man is an intellectual giant, or he may have studied all the Western and Eastern philosophies. Is this sound outside? Oh, yeah. Still he cannot understand by his own efforts. So you may studied all the Western and Eastern philosophies. Still he cannot understand it by his own efforts. Actually, I cannot understand. You cannot understand. He cannot understand. Nobody can understand this. Bhakti. Only with the mercy of the Lord, Sadhu, Shastra or Vedas, we can understand. We depend always on the elders' mercy. Therefore, Raghunath Das Goswami said, is there any question to this point? Maybe we can, if you want to discuss some points. But I think everything is clear.
I have a question. How to come out from offense?
Huh?
How to come from offense?
How to?
How to come out from offense or from criticism?
Trinadabi sunijana, Tarodabi sahisnamani namanadena, Kirtaniya sadhari. You have to become more humble than a blade of grass. Not running around with the nose always up there. We are servant of the servant of the servant. This attitude has to be in us. And we have to become more tolerant than a tree, because so many things will happen in our life. And you will always find fault in others, because always the others are guilty for my misfortune. No. I get what I created in my past. So I cannot point on others. I have to tolerate This is very important. And I have to give respect to all devotees. And I should not expect any respect for myself. Like if a babe Vaishnava says to Gurudev, you think he's taking this for himself? He thinks this is pay obeisance to me? No, this is Maya. All these things go to his Guru and coming to Gauranga, to Radha Govinda. All this, in this way, is your answer question? Your question is answered? It's one part, there's many points. But this is the basis. When you can live on this, and we have to associate with devotees. Not, you have the tendency, I see now, that you always do your separate thing somewhere. Yeah. You have no exchange. You are not speaking spiritual topics, not discuss. Yeah. Because you know why. So this is very important point in spiritual life. We are not better than others. We should always consider ourselves on a lower level. Everybody knows better than me. This is the attitude of a Shuddha Bhakta, means a pure devotee. He sees everyone, whoever he sees, more perfect or perfect, because everybody acts according to the supreme will. But he himself, he thinks, I am not. I am not. This is Uttama Adhikari, pure devotee. When you go and see like this everything, then you will see how much change will come in your life. Anyway, we are at the very beginning level. This is high topic. Guru Maharaj speaking at very high level, and he is not how you say? No flattering. He is no interest to please your material senses. He says the truth as it is. Truth is truth. This was his motto. Truth is truth. But we want to choose what is truth and what is not truth. And if someone tells me this is like this, then this is better than this truth. But we do not hear from pure devotees. We can accept. This is our deficit. This is our mistake. So we are going in the circle, coming, going, coming, going. Again and again we try to enjoy, become the master and see everything with materialistic eyes. In this way, it is no end, or it takes many lifetimes until we understand. Therefore, Raghunath Das Goswami says, I have tried my best in control my mind, but I could not succeed. This is Raghunath Das Goswami, the highest level. He had this attitude. Guru Goshte Goshtaliya Yeshu Sujana Bhusharagani Samanda Shinamni Vrajana Vayuva Vanda Sharani Sadatambham Hitva Kurum Gatim Apurvam Aditaram Ayasvandabratas Chadupi Biyaje Trita Padaha. In the Mana Shiksha, this is written. These people, yogis and jnanis, are instructing others on how to control the mind. They have invented so many paths. The karmis are saying you must perform nishkamya karma. The jnanis are saying you must sacrifice yourself. You must have control over your organs and your indriyam. Indriyam means what? Senses. Sense organs. Only then will you control your mind. When you can control your senses, and the mind is also a sense. Then you can control the mind. But to follow this advice is very difficult. So what is the way to control the mind? The only way is to surrender. We should not give the mind independence to think. This is the beginning where we should start to control the mind, because the mind is running like a monkey, jumping from one to another. We should not give the mind independence. We have to learn to control the mind. Otherwise, we should understand we have not understood anything, because the mind becomes our master. We are disciple of the mind. Whatever he tells us, you do. Yes, my dear. And I think I'm free. No. We are controlled by the mind. We are servant of the mind. The mind tells us, enjoy this, eat this, do this. And we are saying, yes, 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 yes. This is, we should not give independence to them. It has to depend upon the Guru who will show him the light. Mahajano yena kata sapanda. He will show the path. We have to depend upon the Guru. In the Katha Upanishad it is said, avidyayam andare vadamana swamdhira panditam manyamana andinaiva yamana yata daha tantramya mana priyanti muda. Muda. So these people are blind from birth, but now they want to lead other blind people. This is the greatest blunder. This Arohavadi, those who accept the ascending process, want to come up through their own energy, balances, thoughts. They want to rise up with the help of Bhagavan. But we are saying that the Bhakta always depends upon the help of Hari, Guru and Vaishnava. So this ascending means that we are trying to come up. we are trying the different processes, karma, jnana, and so many different processes are there. With we are even praying that we get up, that we can attain him. But this is not the way. You know, Hiranyakashipu tried, he was become very powerful. He was controlling the whole universe. But then when he wanted to become God himself, he wanted to kill him. I take the opposition. Then it was finished. But we are saying that the bhakta always depends on the help of Hari, Guru and Vaishnava. Means that we are taking a position, a helpless position, because we have not the power to go there. We are not qualified. You think everybody can go there by his own strength? And we are disturbing there. We are putting stool everywhere, you know. Our mind is like stool. We are disturbing the atmosphere, the peace there. It's not in our power. We are not allowed to go there. So that's because the devotee take a position and acts so that the Lord may accept him as a servant, as a qualified person. Surrender, surrender, surrender. It is, we are moving according to the will of Krishna. As the pure devotee sees that everyone moves according to Krishna's will. And it's truth. But he moves according to the material laws. But this is also Krishna. Everybody. And he thinks himself not qualified because Sri Raghunath Das Goswami is saying, O mind, as a friend, I request you. Sadhubhya Abhiyaji, please pay attention. Try to have a connection with Guru, which means Vaishnava Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. Koshtala Yishu means the Brajabasis or Bhaktas, Sujane good people. Pushuragane, Brahmins, Swamantre is the mantra you have received. Shinamni is the Mahamantra. Shinam, Vajanava Yuvatandve Sharanem means Radha Krishna. Therefore you must always concentrate on these subjects. I request you, dear mind. I catch hold of your feet. You, my brother, please treat me as your brother and always be engaged on this part. So, we should engage our mind, not that he should engage us. We should engage our mind. Please become my friend. Let us serve Krishna. And this is when you learn how to control the mind, how to become the master of the mind. He will become your friend. It's Bhagavad Gita also is saying like this. The mind becomes your friend when he's supporting you in the service to the Lord. Please treat me also as your brother and always be engaged on this path. You should not go beyond that. Now he is begging his mana, his mind. This is the function of a sadhu. The sadhu never hates anybody. You cannot hate your mind. You cannot say that it must be beaten with a broom or cut into pieces. No, you cannot. Even Prabhupada says like this, you beat him. That nobody can do it. Suppose you do it for some time, You control all your organs by following the yogi's path, which consists in yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and then samadhi. These are the 8 parts of Ashtanga Yoga. Do you think you can control your mana by this method? No, you cannot control it. The Bhagavatam says, Yamatipi yoga padai kama lopa hato muhu mukunda sevaya yadvat tat tamadhana samyati. To these attempts, people definitely will fall down. They cannot succeed. Suppose that they are able to control their mind. It will not last long. They may control it for some days, as Vishwamitra has done. There was no greater yogi than Vishwamitra, who has sent Trishankhu and Swagam to Swagam. He was like a second Brahma. He had created a duplicate of this world. But what happened to him? At the end, he was controlled by Menaka. Menaka, everybody knows. No? He was a heavenly girl dancer. Menaka, beautiful. So he was, at the end, he was controlled by Menaka, by this girl. So he lost his penances. So whatever he has got on strength and control, he lost. His mind, penance his mind and become her slave. So to control the mind means that we have to submit to the Lord. That is our bhakti path. In our bhakti line, we always say, don't have ego in you, because this ahankara will destroy you. Ahankara means to think, I am a man, I am great, Pandit, or a great lawyer, I'm a rich or a beautiful man. This is called Asura Sampadam. Means this is demoniac. This should not be there. You should always submit. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Anything to say? No. Could you follow those news, Michael? Tough, huh? Dinabando is depressive. Jai Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Bhavishtam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Vigacharya Astotara Santa Sishimat Bhakti Vaibhava Pujya Maharaj Ki Pritai Guru Pranam